Hey, how's it going, everybody? Gribnum here, back again with another Raid Shadow Legends video. Surprise, bet you weren't expecting to see me on camera here anytime soon, but I decided there was enough news that dropped today with the fusion and the Cintranos thing. I wanted to react to that in a way. Keep in mind, I'm not really a reactor. Like, my reactions are shitty and terrible unless I'm pulling a legendary champion out of a shard, so bear with me. um, I have not checked out the new champion. I saw he was like an abominable snowman. To be honest, I was really hoping and expecting some kind of snowman, actually, like a snowman type champion, or like a snowflake. It doesn't even matter. You know what I mean? It could have been a walking igloo for all I care. Just put some Christmas lights on it and call it a day. I'm cool with whatever, as long as the abilities are good and maybe the abilities that we're going to see in this fusion are going to be a glimpse into what we might want to use for the new Cintranos update. So I do have that video ready to go. I've not seen it. First, though, you can see I was running some spider. You know, there is that spider event going on right now. So make sure you knock that out if you can. First things first, let me pull up the image of this fusion, and keep in mind I don't have a green screen. I'm planning on getting one because I was setting this up and I'm like, you know what, I should get a fucking green screen so I can do this a lot better. So I'm gonna go get one for like the next time I do uh, one of these videos. All right, here we go. So here's the fusion. I've not read the skills yet. Okay, I don't even know if I'm looking at you guys. I'm looking at the camera. I've not read the skills yet, and let me pull that up for myself because I have it on one screen. So raid events, where'd it go? Okay, so his name is Blizzar the Howler, and you know what? That's insane. We're getting a second Ogryn tribe back to back. We just had Ogryn tribe. I was saying, you saw in the like one of the last videos I did, I said maybe 2024 will be the year of the Ogryn tribe, and they've been severely lacking. And so this is great to see. It is a defensive spirit champion. I think Ugur was a HP spirit champion. So this is cool. Let's take a look here. So attacks 3 times at random. Each has a chance of placing a freeze debuff. Oh, I have not. That's insane. First time reading this, immediately spelling out for me as a Fire Knight hard champion, and that's really cool. So I'm doing a lot of hand movements here. I look really stupid. Blizzard the Howler. He does look like a mashup of a bunch of random things going on here. It looks almost like he's got some antlers on his back. Like he's like if you turn him around, he probably has like a dead animal on his back. They've been doing that a lot lately. Um, the shield and the weapon, it all looks like a big mashup here. It looks like he's killed a bunch of banner lords or something. But pretty cool, I guess. His design is okay. He kind of spells like a bit of the grunch killjoy, but I don't really care too much about the thing, just as long as the abilities are cool. So he's gonna be placing freeze up to a 50% chance 3 times. So it is worse than Newt's freeze, because I think Newt has a 100% chance to place that. But the 3 times at random, still great. Removes any stun, sleep, fear, true fear, freeze, provoke, and petrification debuffs from all allies. Period. Then places a 60% increased defense buff on all allies for 2 turns. That is booked down to a 3 turn. So he's removing every sort of lockout CC ability that can be placed on a champion. It's unfortunate that it doesn't read like just cleanses all debuffs, because now this is a really good ability here, but someone who's just cleansing all debuffs is doing this better. But this is still really nice to see. This is still really nice to have, as long as, and I don't know his passive, as long as he's immune to a lot of these CC buffs or debuffs, or he has insane resist, then I can't really see this being insanely great. So he's gonna have to have huge resist numbers, all right, or he's gonna have to be immune to all of these CC abilities. But he's placing that increased defense, and ally protection. So he's an ally protection champion. Cool. Also places that on all allies except for him for 2 turns. So he's I think we've seen this on a champion. There are champions in the game already who do have the increased defense and ally protection. 3-turn cooldown, that's really nice. The A3 Spike Blizzard attacks all enemies, has a 75% chance of placing a freeze for 1 turn, booked up to 100%. That's nice. Also has a 75% chance of decreasing the turn meter of all enemies by 30%. Okay, cool, interesting. Now the only ability he has that I can see being useful is A1 for Fire Knight. The rest here, I don't really know where he'd be used. He's placed in freeze, obviously wave-based content and arena, but are you gonna use him there is really the question. Passive here. This better be good. I don't know what this is yet, but this passive better be insane, okay? Whenever an enemy tries to place a freeze debuff on this champion, okay, here we go. Instantly transfer it to this champion. Wait, from this champion to the enemy. So it's instantly just deflecting it back to that enemy. Very nice. It is on a 3-turn cooldown, but it says here the active effect, which I don't think is on any cooldown. It's just active at all times. Whenever this champion is killed, revives them with 30% HP and 30% turn meter. Wow, okay. This guy's got a bunch of different things going on here. I don't know how good that really is. Maybe I'll go for him. But this kind of does say to me right now, this kind of shows me like, oh, I'm blocking. I'm sorry, I'm blocking the passive. Let me actually move out of the way. Yeah, there we go. This does say to me like, hey, you kind of can skip this guy, right? You can kind of skip this guy. What I am thinking though, if we're talking about the Cintranos coming out and all that stuff, I think that we're gonna get a lot of buffs put on us, debuffs from the enemy. We're gonna need cleansers and buff strippers. We just had a stripper with Uger. We had a buff stripper with Timit. Now we have a cleanse champion here. They're trying to set us up so we're good to go with Cintranos. All right, and it does not say that he's going to be removing any sheep debuff, which is interesting. If it did, then that would be more reason to have a champion like this, right? All in all, seems okay to me. I would really only get this champion personally just to use him on the Fire Knight team. Okay, he could be great with his speed. His speed might be over 100 speed, putting him in a better spot than where I've got like Pan and Creodan and Durandil, and then there's Neldor, who I've just built out. Neldor is great, actually. I don't think this guy is going to be better than Neldor, personally, except his chance to hit, chance to land the freeze is a little more, but not by much. Okay, the ignoring freeze is cool, but there's not really too many places I can see that effective. However, we may actually, this goes back into the next update, the Cintranos thing that's coming out. He may be good against champions in Cintranos who are probably placing freeze out there. There might be a boss who places freeze out there other than the Ice Golem. Don't know yet. We'll have to find out. But let's move on. This guy looked good. I'm still on the fence. I don't know. He doesn't really stand out to me as insanely great or good or whatever. But let's move on to the Cintranos video that Plarium dropped today. So they have this here, and I hope my camera can be in a good spot. Let me pull this up for myself. And I hope the audio is good for you guys. I have it set kind of low. You should be able to hear it. First time watching this. This is the Raid Shadow Legends Cursed City lore. It was just dropped today.
Cintranos, once a jewel of the south and a nexus of trade in Kaerok. Now,
Can't even understand what this guy's saying.
A festering ruin that even rats are ashamed to call their home. The Galen Pack did their bloody work well here. This old beast was far too short-sighted and
Okay, so I can barely hear what this guy's saying, barely understand what he's saying, but I get the gist of it. Galen Pact, they were here before, and no one else wants to live here. It's a city of ruin and just like disease. Now this is really cool. This gives me these vibes of like Bloodborne, right? If you guys play Bloodborne, there's like this like city kind of like this. I don't know the architecture kind of name, but like Hunchback of Notre Dame kind of vibes. Was it like Italy or something? I don't know, but really cool. I like the aesthetic of the city and the idea of this monster locked away in a tower is what I imagine, right? So this boss that we have to go fight is locked away in this tower, and we have to make our way through the city to get to him. Okay, I've seen the layout, the overlay of the way it looks. There's like 25 stages per zone, and you have to get to the end. Kind of interesting.
stubborn to die when it should.
Let me
This
rewind a
old
little bit.
beast was far too short-sighted and stubborn to die when it should have.
Okay, so he's
But
stubborn to
therein
die.
lies its charm. Here, suffering, longing for greatness, forever lost. Despair and resentment distilled to perfection. A touch of hubris was all it took to bring it to its boiling point. Amius.
This looks a lot like an October kind of update thing. Like they wanted to release this in October, but they took too long. This is like definitely like spooky kind of thing. Pretty cool.
Has begun his little ritual, as I knew he would. An insignificant wizardling, though he is, my
Wizardling?
guidance has propelled
We got
him
wizards?
to the highest halls of Synchronos. Whatever that counts for in this wretched
Wait. Wizard? You know, wait. Oh, okay. I have an idea. I'm just guessing this. So you know how as you play Doom Tower, you can get the fragments to unlock uh exclusive epics and exclusive legendaries to Doom Tower. What if like as you're making your way in this tower, there's champions that got locked away there, and you fight, you get up to the stage, and you unlock fragments for these champions. It's gonna be the same thing as like Doom Tower fragments you have to unlock, and you can rescue and save champions who got lost along the way to fight this demon at the top. That like let's say that's the lore, right? You know, you find these fragments and you get some exclusive legendaries of champions who never made it to the top, but they got locked away in the tower. That's a cool idea. Maybe that's what'll happen here.
city of Synchronos. Whatever that counts for in this wretched city. He is trying to undo all that has been done. To make things better.
We get a
To
howl.
make things
We get a
right.
howl. Let me hear a
Deep
howl.
down, he knows without me, he is nothing. And I
Without
know
me,
that
he is
will
nothing.
fail. Disaster awaits.
Without me, he is nothing.
My part in this
Is this a Jekyll and Hyde kind of thing? This might be a. He just said, "Without me, he is nothing." Yes. Okay, okay. This is like a Hulk and Bruce Banner kind of thing. Like the Hulk is like, "Yo, without me, you're nothing." Jekyll and Hyde. I think this is the boss guy talking. And he's talking about he has another form to himself, kind of like a mythical. This guy might be like a mythical champion that we can unlock. I would like to assume, saying, "Without me, you're nothing." That would make a lot of sense if his like if his base form is like not, I wouldn't say weak, but you know, you'd rather be in his second form kind of thing. I'm saying it all wrong, but this is cool. I love this imagery.
sorry experiment is done.
Might be a mythical
It is
champion.
time to watch Synchronos tear itself asunder. Anarchy begets anarchy.
Oh, yeah. There's the
This cursed city
fighter.
spreads across Teleria like ripples on still water.
cool so far.
New pawns will find their way here. Treasure hunters, self-righteous crusaders. Brigands,
Relic Keeper,
desperate fools,
whatever her name is.
all seeking something. Yet
Who is that? This might just be an epic champion, but the one that's close to the camera here, I don't recognize them, but they look stupid anyway. So
ignorant of the hands that pull their strings. So let them fight, struggle,
good coffee.
watch them hope to defy the odds. And then
Okay, yeah. Okay, there's snow here. A lot of snow. It looks like maybe on the outside there's snow, and you make it in, and you get close to the water. Probably no snow close to the water because I think we saw that it was like not frozen, right? But looks like we make it into the city, this snow area. There might be some freeze champions out here, and this new fusion champion might be great against that, right? Removing the freeze. But here we have the dragon. What's going on with the dragon here?
die in their eyes. The true chaos is only just beginning.
What? That's it? That's not it. That's not it. Okay, I thought we were going to get a lot more here in this video, other than like comic book stills that you're panning up and away from. But my main takeaway is that we're getting some kind of champion fragment thing where we're saving people who went in and never came out, kind of thing. And then as we get up to the top, maybe we beat the boss every month or so, and we can unlock the boss as a mythical. That would be kind of interesting. I can absolutely, without a doubt, see there being a mythical champion to be won and earned from this update. And I'd like to imagine it's the boss. He can transform. What was the name of the boss in the there was, I think his name was mentioned, but I cannot remember. I don't even know where to look to find that. That's really cool though. And we got the new fusion stuff. So hey, if you guys enjoyed this video, this first reaction to, let me know. I'm gonna get a green screen back here and try to improve on my setup here. I know it looks like crap right now. But hey, leave a like on the video, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks.